So how many of us collect or earn airline miles? And how many of you have had a hard time using them? And how many of us like flying economy class? Well, today I'm going to share with you why I'm the world's biggest fan of mileage upgrade awards. What is a mileage upgrade award? Well, we earn miles and collect them through many different ways. And the airlines, of course, have a catalogs of ways to redeem them. You can redeem them for the most obvious thing, or free flights. And you probably got in the mail offers to redeem your miles for magazine subscriptions. So there's a whole product catalog filled with a gamut of redemption opportunities. But one most people don't realize is that you can use miles to upgrade a paid flight. So what do you buy an economy class fare or a business class fare, and you can upgrade using your miles to the next class of service. And so many of you may know this, but many of you may not. So it is in the catalog, but the benefits of the mileage upgrades, even if you know about them, are little known. And the most common, or I should say the biggest benefit to a mileage upgrade is the expanded availability of seats. So the number one problem with using your miles is that the space is never available on the saver level fare. So they want to charge you double or triple. You've had that experience before. Well, the airlines, American and United anyways, not Delta, I don't like Delta. American United, they offer like 5 times as many seats allocated to mileage upgrade availability. They call it capacity control, so the inventory is dramatically more. So if you get a negative response 9 out of 10 times using a mileage upgrade, it may be significantly less. And so it's been said that the reason for this is the airlines are getting some revenue. They're getting some, you're paying for an economy ticket, so because they're getting a little revenue, they're a little nicer and allocate more seats. So it unlocks the door, mileage upgrades do, to being able to use your miles, which you otherwise often can't, not only to fly, but fly better in business first class, because we don't like a coach, if we can help it. So, and you save money. So for example, so in addition to opening doors, so for example, American and United, if you want to fly to Australia, Australia's on your bucket list, it is impossible to find availability of a business or first class award seat over the period that the airlines allow you to book 330 days in advance. So if Australia's on your bucket list, you earn a bunch of miles, you don't want to fly coach, forget about it if you're looking to use a free ticket. But upgrading, however, you can upgrade. On a recent report we found, many months, on many days of the month, with United, using miles to upgrade. So you can save, so now that's huge benefit, right? Because the biggest pain point to miles is availability. So we save a lot of money. To Australia, for example, you can spend $6,000 to $8,000 on a business class fare. Crazy, ridiculous, right? How many people are going to do that? Big companies flying business people around. They're executives. But if you're a leisure traveler, most people don't want to spend that kind of money. So you can buy an economy class ticket and use your miles. And there's nowadays, they have what they call co-pays and surcharges, which can be up to $1,000. But nonetheless, you're saving $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 by using a mileage upgrade, which most people don't readily think to use. So save money, great availability, but you save miles too, and you stretch your miles. So if you were to fly to Australia, for example, using miles for a free ticket, it costs you $150,000, $20,000, depending on the airline. So it's a lot of miles. So we like to earn miles, but it's not so easy to earn and collect miles. So we have a finite number of miles, and it costs a lot to fly to the places we want to go in business or first class. So another benefit of using miles to upgrade is they're only 40, 50, 60,000 miles. So, which is essentially half or a third of what a free ticket costs. So where you use miles for one ticket and you're done, party's over, ran out of miles, you can use miles to upgrade and extend the life or value of the bank of miles you have. 3 times as many tickets, you have a tool to save money. Save money, save miles, and you can even use them on business class fares upgrading to first. So if you want to splurge, if you find a great flash fare that the airlines discount on little notice, a lot of people don't realize it, but there are ways to find or get a stream of flash fares in your inbox, and you find out a great business class fare, and so it doesn't have to end there. You can upgrade your business class ticket to first. Wow, wow! Who would have think to do that? So in closing, it's good to remember that when you fly business or first class, your vacation starts when you get to the airport and board the plane, not days later when jet lag subsides. So I'll see you up front.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and especially Matt doing his first speech from the second project of Pathways. Now, just a quick overview. The most important part of this project is to understand it. And when I was speaking with Matt outside, there was a little bit of confusion in the way Pathways presents this, love you Pathways, presents this project, because although this is speech number 2 in his journey, it's speech number 1 of this project, which is a threefold project. And I'm actually performing the third part of this project for myself by evaluating him. So there's a lot of little intricacies that go into this project, which Matt, I've already agreed that we'll help him with. So that is the first part. Is if you don't understand something, and in this case, he didn't even know he didn't understand it because this assignment's not intuitive. So if you do know, reach out, but otherwise, let's go with it. So to the actual evaluation. Matt was to do a speech where on anything and receive feedback. Then he will present number 2 of this project, and then based on that feedback, and then his third part will be to evaluate. And he did that, his first part, perfectly. He gave us a speech based on a very interesting part of his life, a very big part of his life that he knows a lot of. Now he asked me to watch out for us, which we did have a couple. And he did let me know that he had forgotten his notes. The good news is, you don't even need the notes. You have this topic so well ingrained in yourself that I would not have known that you didn't have notes had you not told me. In fact, there were a couple times you looked down at the lectern, so I thought you did have notes. Although I didn't, but it looked like, right. So, I have glasses somewhere. Great things where you excelled. You told what you were going to tell us. You told us you were going to tell us about the benefits. Then you actually told us the number 1 complaint, and then how those benefits solve that complaint, and then you went into those benefits. You had good hand gestures. You had great eye contact, excellent eye contact. A little bit of suggestions, perhaps. When you have your gestures, a lot of times they tend to stay here, so it goes this way a little. So maybe add some more gestures, and also sometimes you land at a clasped hand position, so let them drop. Sometimes we don't know what to do with our hands, let them hang, let them hang. You opened with the word so. Now your opening was fantastic, by the way. You opened with the word so, though, so I would just ignore that. And the very end, the ending, you also said, so I'll see you up front. Excellent ending. I would like to see more of a call to action. Get a members club card and I'll see you up front, so that you're telling us to do something or letting us know that we can do something. So now, at this point, you get to just take all these suggestions, you get to pick the ones you want, apply them to the next speech, and then you'll give speech number 2 of this project the next time you're about, and I think you'll do a great job with it. Thank you.